Welcome! This is Dr. Plague, and today we're going to be making and projecting ghosts for Halloween. You're not going to want to miss this, so stick around! So, I was digging around in the basement the other day and I happened to come across this. It's an old Epson Movie Mate 72 projector. It's an HD projector, but it's not full HD, it's only 720p, but that's fine. What we're trying to do is create some ghostly images to project onto the window for Halloween. This projector has a built-in DVD player, but we're not going to use that. Instead, we're going to send a stream into the HDMI port. We'll show you how we're going to do that. And let's see how this turns out.
So the first thing we want to do is we want to try to find a good area to do the video recording. So I want a wall that's unobstructed with anything. So, the back wall here looks pretty good in the dining room. So we want to move the dining table and everything out of the dining room. And yeah, we got to set up like this. So we got some lights in there. We got the camera. And the umbrellas are backwards to get the desired effect. So, with this, I think we're ready to do some recording. And let's bring Mrs. Plague into the equation and let's have her test it out. So, here she is. She looks like she's having a little fun here. Maybe a little too much fun. It's not very scary, but, well, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. But, let's see here. So, oh, yeah, that's a little bit. Yeah, there we go. We got some ghostly stuff going on there. That's going to look good. So, we're going to go ahead and record this. And this is kind of how it turned out. It's the focus isn't in, but, that doesn't really matter because this is just going to be projected onto some curtains in a window. Yeah, I think I look a little spooky there. I make a pretty good ghost. Okay. Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay, so now we're going to make some sound effects. So what we have here is I have this old guitar amplifier. It's got the spring reverb system in it. And what it does for the reverb, it has a spring that it sends the electrical signal through, and then the spring vibrates to create the reverb. But if you bounce it around a bit, just take the amp and just shake it, it creates a nice thunderous sound. So we're going to try to create some of our own thunder. Now, this isn't going to sound the greatest, but we're going to do some editing in post to make it sound more like thunder. We're going to change the pitch and stuff of it and whatnot. We're going to use a program called Audacity to do that. So we got a little thunder there. Yeah, it needs a little help, but we'll get there. Now we're going to have Mrs. Plague do some blood-curdling screams for us. And then in post, we're going to take those screams, we're going to add some reverb to it, make it sound better. Oh yeah, again. Perfect. Now, let's take what we have and let's go ahead and do some editing of it. We're going to take all the clips that we came up with, the audio and the video, and we're going to pull them into a program called Kdenlive. If you want to learn more about this program, there are plenty of good tutorials out there on it. So, I pull in the video clips and I'm going to delete the audio from them. And what we're going to do here is we're going to pull some effects into the video. I'm going to actually try to brighten it up, and then I'm going to invert it so that everything that's white is black and vice versa. So notice that the background is now turned black. So let's see what this looks like. Hopefully we get some good ghostly figures coming out here. Oh yeah, there's a ghost. Ah, perfect. We're going to add another audio track because we have 3 different audios. We have screams. We're going to add those in there, and I'm going to cut that in half so we have 2 different scream clips. I also made some of my own little sounds where I went, and then I took it and I reversed it and stuff, and you'll see how that sounds. So now we're going to move those clips and try to get them at the more appropriate location. Yeah, let's move that scream over to there. Perfect. We're going to add in some of those sounds that I was talking about. And let's put some of that thunder in there. You'll get to hear what that thunder sounds like after I did the post-editing on it. Not bad at all. So now we want to copy all these effects to the other video that we have in there. So that nice ghost. So what we're going to do now is we're going to render this out into an MP4 file, and then we're going to put that onto a USB memory stick, and we're going to plug that into a Blu-ray player. I'm going to go back and I'm going to do some more edits on that, and we'll see the final version later. But here's the projector, and this is a wireless HDMI unit that I pulled off of this TV that we have hanging on the wall. And we have a little device for the remote to go over the wireless HDMI unit. So there's the projector. And then also, to help out with this, I found this down in the basement. It's an old subwoofer. So this should really rock the house. So this is where we're going to project the image. We got a curtain on a window. And that, if you're wondering what that is, that's a shuffleboard table. It's too big and heavy to move, so we're just gonna leave it there. And we're going to turn the projector on and see what we have. And, we're going to have to turn off the lights. Yeah, listen to that thunder. I gotta tell you, this thunder, man, it's shaking the whole house. The whole house is just rumbling. All we gotta do is crack the windows a little bit and you can hear this perfectly outside. Yeah, that's kind of creepy. Well, you know what? We should probably go outside and take a look at this and see what this looks like from outside. And there we have some ghostly figures in the window, all ready for Halloween.
So, that wraps it up for today's Ghostly Adventures. If you enjoyed what you just seen, be sure to peck that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time right here on Dr. Play.